Okay. I was thinking of doing Hollow Knight. I forgot about the poll that I made a couple days ago. I put in 4 games. Milk outside of milk outside of milk outside of milk was one of those options. And even though it was only 2 people who voted for it, I gotta be a man of my word. Just the usual shits and giggles. As always, I know nothing. English. This game contains flashing images that touches on heavy topics. Take care. Do take care. Full screen! I thought it closed for a second. What? Okay, what an introduction. New game. Oh, those eyes. Who's looking at me? Walk into my room, trying not to look around. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. They dash all over the walls, the ceiling. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Mom told me to go get to bed. I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. The door's shut, but I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. That's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpse in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure of that. Okay. I break into a run and dash toward the closed door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. Doesn't matter right now, don't you get it? Damn. Dog, I don't even know what the fuck is happening. Wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away my annoying pursuers. But then I suddenly realize that I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door now. If there's somebody inside, I'll sure scare them to death. But wait, how can I scare to death someone? How can I scare to death someone who's already dead? What if it actually revives them? No. I don't want that. What do I do? I couldn't fully complete my thought when my shoulder hit the door and it flew open. As I expected, there was no living corpse inside, but there was a bag of milk I bought today, sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me with its unblinking eyes. I stare back. Nothing happens. I'm sorry the milk has eyes. Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? What have I done something that warranted it? Oh wait, have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf in a store or on the table in my mom's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means I took it from the safest place in the world and into a scary unknown. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. Turn away. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring others trouble. I walk toward my room through a narrow corridor. I meet a familiar formless creature at the door. It looks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body, like a hungry dog. What the fuck? I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure its tight grip that stops me from moving. After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, bearing a single claw, thin and sharp like a blade. Again? Huh? What do you mean again? What is this? I stare questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Don't move. The creature squeezes my hand until my veins start bulging. And I just keep staring into the black cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring all pain. Promised many times. Stay put. The moment it says that, its claw pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible crawling under my skin, and the ring of tightly sprung sinews. I don't know how to say it. But then the claw injects its venom into me. It hurts. A white veil appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frantically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide to the floor, just like last time. But why do I feel so hot? I feel my blood boiling up. Strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell, while my veins and arteries heat up, almost bursting from that pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick, milky foam. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by my throat while keeping the poisonous claw inside my arm. Kill me! Kill me! Hysterical screams resound through the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching my neck. Like a crack addict? Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I try to imprint where every drop fell in my memory, so I could gather them all later. I need to remember. A new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. Wow. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. I say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it again. Oh my god. Drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. Okay. Finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me anxious at all. Mom told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I washed my face, and now I'm standing in front of the mirror with a toothbrush in my mouth. I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. Oh my god, She gets no sleep. She's just like me. And there was a time when the last minutes before I sleep were my favorite time of the day. I loved anticipating the inevitable moment when the reality and the dream world would clash. I woke up for the moment's sake, lived through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool, but the dreams always slowly but surely slipped away. As if somebody fished them out of my head, one after another, until nothing was left. And now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel like I don't feel any need for it. The bell sounds remind me of FNAF 4. After finishing with my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny, but I have no idea how they work separately since I always swallow them as a bunch without thinking. Okay. Now I want to have a better look at it, to twirl it between my fingers, to chew on it. I'd do anything to stall for just a little bit more time. A smooth, protruded red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its contents. So what do we have inside you? I gently press on the capsule from both sides and, to my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. Press harder and the capsule pops. Sticky, bright red liquid pours out. Filthy, filthy! The pill flies straight to the waste bin and I start rigorously washing my hands. No, there's no way I'm drinking that! Next was that flat pill of the same blood red color. There were some letters printed out on it. Oh, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy, but it's not the type of sleep I want. That's not it at all. It's fake. No, 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 no. I don't even want to look at it. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. The next half an hour goes by in a similar fashion. I study every pill, all sides, and then I find a reason to not swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead and enjoy swallowing them one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. You can make your own medicine? With what the with what? I see that you got nothing. From my perspective of me sitting in the sink with all these pills, I see that you got nothing with these fucking medicine. My neck doesn't hurt anymore. My hand doesn't hurt anymore. My head doesn't hurt anymore. My heart doesn't hurt anymore. My stomach doesn't hurt anymore. My eyes don't hurt anymore. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple. I need to brag about it to someone right away. But not to my mom. She'll just scold me. But she's sure I'm ready sleeping anyway. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I'll think of something myself. Besides, I just really want to talk. I just really want a small talk. I wonder, who's going to be my conversation partner? I don't know. Is it going to be us? Hey, hi. Hey, long time no see. Is she talking to us thinking we're somebody else, but she's really talking to a mirror? It hasn't even been an hour, dummy. You know we're only supposed to meet once per day, right? What? Well, it sounds like she knows us, so, decisions. Anyways, it hasn't been an hour yet. There you go, bullying me again. We're bullying? Aren't you even a little happy? Not even the slightest bit? No? I'm pretty exhausted after today. Well, I guess you are too. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna be not bullying? That's not true. You need to go to bed. No, you've been in control for way too long already. It's my turn now. Alright. I'll just stay silent until the medicine's effect wear off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. That's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. Actually, am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you. At all. Okay. I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything. And you can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. I can imagine how angry you are right now. Yeah, I'm all beside myself. What made you so happy all of a sudden? And why would I say, and why would I be sad? You remember yourself a couple of hours ago? I don't know what you mean. Stop lying, stop lying, stop lying. Stop lying. No, I still don't understand. Whatever. Unlike you, I won't forget that pathetic, snotty girl for a long time. She just whines and whines all the time. Don't even try ruining my mood. I'm gonna have fun while we're together, alright? So you're the one calling the shots now? Yeah. Well, let's see how long let's see how long you can last. We'll see, yeah. Am I really that pathetic? Well, since I got no other option, say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin, and then falling on my clothes, burning my... What? Falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but not expected. Hey, at least I tried. Go wash your face, that will decide what to do with you. Miss, my boy! I'm in front of a mirror again. Keep staring at my reflection. Try not to get distracted by the sneering looks the walls are giving me. Try not to drown in their giggling. But then me in the mirror also shows me a creepy smile, bares her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but that doesn't help. It wouldn't have helped even if I sunk through the floor. I start counting in my mind. 2 squared by 2 squared, square pyramid square, a pyramidal structure cube, the pyramidal structure hypercube. I feel better, but my head is splitting apart now. How do you feel? Sorry for being rude. What? Best viewer! How do you feel? You're mocking me, right? I am not. I'm obligated to ask you this at least a couple times per session. If you say so. If you say so. I'm worried about you. I know. I've been acting weird, haven't I? Well, now that you mention it, yeah, now you are. You see, I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know? Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was. Is that why you threw away the medicine? What a stupid decision, right? Whatever it was your decision. Does it even matter? Yes, no. This a long game? Well, I mean, then again, I'm just reading the dialogue. I could just like click everything. Wait, what was your request? Fuck. No. I knew it. I'm sorry. Then why did you do that? I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true. The pain subsided for a bit at the time, but now I feel it triple in force. It hurts so bad. Just drink your medicine already, or I'll stop talking to you. You know what to do. I'll just do you know what to do because it sounds less rude. Dejected. I reach out for the shelf with my medicine, swallow the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. And yet, my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood and transparent coating travel down my esophagus, scratching its soft walls, leaving behind furrows. I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worse, my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. Still haven't changed. What do you mean? I don't know. You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than pain. Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it with my mouth. Cool. I lie on the floor and look up at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. You want to talk about it? No, I haven't. I've had enough talking. What do you want then? Just want to lie down for a bit. Even if the feeling is bound to collapse, it won't be today. Alright, we'll stay silent then. Carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the board ceiling in orderly rows. Oh, what a fucking sentence. That was my cork board. Is this the ceiling? Oh shit. Yeah, I guess it is. Oh wait, maybe I'm looking at whatever. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off my hand annoyed and start over. Can't do it. You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming, like cockroaches. I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? I don't mind either way. Nice. I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts, they're fireflies now, start swirling all over the ceiling of their own accord, forming a whimsical patterns. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just that moment doesn't come. The mocking sounds of flapping winds coming from the ceiling make me start losing my patience. Enough! I hate you! Hate the fireflies? I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Good job, now start over. No way! Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a damn. So that doesn't bother you? Shoot it? Yes? And what do you want me to do then? I don't know, it's up to you. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. I've changed my mind anyway. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I raise my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. They could be anywhere. Suddenly, I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already, but I can't go to bed right now. It's 10 a.m. Will you help me? Please, tell me you will help me. Yeah, okay. Come on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else. That's the thing, I have no idea. This is weird. We're not doing that. Instead of asking silly questions, help me find my fireflies. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me neither. Shit, guess we're on the same page. Guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. No, and no. If I make even the smallest of messes here, I'll feel really bad. All the things should stay in their places, and that's it. Why? Are you trying to come up with a reason right now? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Who, me? No, of course not. I think you forgot to put up your mind block. I could see through you. Rude. Alright then, so we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside of a mountain of junk without moving anything even an inch? Yeah. What the fuck? My oh my. I have an idea. Oh shit. Last time, becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. Whoa, shit, you're breaking the fourth wall right now. You know those games have moments when you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens? Sounds so fun. And what about the things you usually regularly? Whoa, what? And what about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It will make it even more interesting. This is so childish. You wanna know what's the best part? You'll be the one doing it. So I'm doing all the work now? As in, you. Maybe I am talking to myself to a mirror. Oh no. Oh yes. I start panicking as soon as I get to a multiple choice situation. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying in the middle. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? You're such a handful. You've already proven that you're able to make decisions when to continue on that road. Do what you want. I get to the middle of the room and look around. Where would I hide if I were a tiny firefly? Oh, this is so thrilling! My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey! What? Look down. I look down. After a moment, a small ball of light and warmth crawls out from under my sweater. Wow. Wow. There's smoke coming from your clothes. Wow. Is that actually a firefly? Right? I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it in my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. As if it was an order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circling around my head for a bit, and then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. It tickles. One down, let's look for the others. Yeah. Oh great, this is fun. This is fun. I don't want to look there. A radio static, papers, ventilation, a radio, backpack, book. This is my sketchbook. Half of its pages are blank, which means that it will still be good for a couple years. You draw that rarely? Why? Isn't that obvious? If I run out of pages, I'll have to buy a new sketchbook. I can't get through the stationery store on foot. I'll have to take the bus. Do you even realize what kind of nightmare that can turn into? Maybe you can ask him what? No. We'll just do whatever she wants to hear. You get closer to the sketchbook, stepping over the wires, the sleeping bag, the cracks in the laminate, and the window's reflection. The sketchbook is lying on the footstool. From my height, it seems like the stool is missing 2 legs. I squat and look again. All the legs are in place. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory? Oh, let's not go there, okay. I stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. The last drawing it was buried the previous day. The last drawing is buried on the previous page, the way it should be. Too bad, I'd love to see it. Maybe next time. A sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and makes the pages rustle. Oh no! I shut my eyes. A distinctive sound of pages turning echoes with headache in my head. I know what's going to happen. The rustling has stopped. Even though the wind is still howling from every direction, it can only mean one thing. The notebook is open to the first page. I just read that wrong. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. I won't have to look. If I wait a little longer. If I wait, open your eyes. Okay, if we wait? What if we wait? Do we wait? Is that an option? Open your eyes. No. That's okay, just do it. No, wait. I know you're lying. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Down. Fine. I open my eyes with the utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings, nothing. The pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it? I don't know. Did you? You're the smart one here. You tell me. Next time, don't close your eyes. What did you... I couldn't finish speaking because the pages started moving again. Don't close your eyes. Don't make me do it. I'm scared. Trust me. The rustling grows louder. The pages lift up. I can almost see the outlines of drawings on previous pages. No, wait. Everything that is in the past should stay in the past. You couldn't convince me. That's it. I'm closing my eyes. Look there. A barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. Firefly! The wind immediately stops. For a moment, the world sinks into perfect silence, but only for a moment. The buzz that has always been haunting me fills the surroundings, but it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy. You made me so scared. Firefly blinks, flies up into my ears, buzzing loudly all the way. I'm not paying attention, I'm sorry. Spent some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, but then its buzzing dies down. You okay? We're running short of time, so let's continue searching. If you say so. Sketchbook, fan, radio. Let's go for a laptop. Haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. A bizarre item. I fear it. Why? It's a long and boring story. I'd be more than happy to hear it, rather than just looking around for fucking fireflies. Wonderful. Tell me about it. I insist. I don't remember how I peed in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. That didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I've spent my whole days in front of the screen. Games, drawing, engineering, calculator, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did before entering the web. What? Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? As always, your analogy. Okay, I imagine. Alright, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. And here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives... Okay, I got it. Do you want to talk about something else? Yeah. Fine. Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it. It gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that myself. If only I knew what. Looks like a cipher. Don't you want to crack it? Changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. Firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again, as if coming back to its senses. For some time it thinks about the further course of action, then flies up and dashes into my... Hold on, I'm gonna be on mute. Let's continue searching. What was it? Laptop, sketchbook. What about the vent? It's not easy to get out of here. Okay. I look up toward a very high place under my ceiling. Can hear countless number of small legs marching inside an AC unit. The AC unit. Oh well. What happened? Fireflies can't be friends with cockroaches. We'd better look somewhere else. Why would cockroaches be there? Have you forgotten? You were the one who told me to think of my thoughts as cockroaches. Yes, but it became fireflies afterwards, but cockroaches don't disappear just like that. So they occupied this place. Do you understand now? I don't. What about the fan? What's funny about that? I imagine myself being a firefly that is looking straight at a giant fan. And I'd be so jealous. The only thing preventing it from flying is a cage it's locked in and the cable. Okay? It's like an inmate. Think about it. So sad. Yeah. Let's continue searching. Are you serious? Alright, what about this box? I doubt it. All of the compartments are locked. What if? I don't even want to think what's inside. I know who knows what I'll end up. Well, I'll end up imagining. Picking the wrong choices. Fuck. Right. Insects enjoy pollinating the flowers and stuff like that. I guess. I get close to the flower shelf. I sniff around, and the leaves smell of dust and cardboard and death. You know those plants are long dead, right? I'm not sure a dead plant will be able to attract any insects. Well, we kind of don't have a choice here, you know? Still, you're right. Let's continue searching. Why did you just throw them out? Weren't you listening to me at all? What are these? Pictures? Those are the photos of my best memories. But they're blank. I stared at them so intensely I burned them in with my eyes. Now they're just covering the cracks on the wall. Cracks? Forget it. Are we continuing the search or what? Okay, we are. Really? Fuck. What about light bulbs? Are you serious? What's wrong? Just think about it. Why would fireflies be attracted to light? I think they're quite self-sufficient already in that regard. Well, only if they purposefully want to lower their self-esteem. Alright, what about this clock? Look at the alarm clock. Time continues its unstoppable flow. It's so late. Are you tired? Bet I am. Let out a theatric yawn and hold out my arms to the sides. 1, 2, then I raise them above my head. 3, 4, maybe a little workout will help me freshen up. Good idea. Do you remember the exercise you've been taught? I think so. I take a hesitant stance. That was it. Heels together, toes apart. Whatever, I'll go with that. Count down 5 minutes. Fine, you have a clock right in front of you though. Can't look at its hands for too long. First, I feel like they'll start moving the wrong direction, then they disappear altogether. And then things always get messy. Last time I saw a pair of eyes on the clock face. And also, I used to hear voices back in the day. Back in my day. They pleaded for help, I think. What a mess. Truly a mess. It was a mess, right? A mess. Well, are you counting down? My god, finally. What do you mean? I was trying to get through to you for half an hour. Huh? Forget it. Do you see the firefly? No. Let's continue searching then. Is this a time limit now? 5 minutes? The umbrella emanates a faint sense of coolness. No wonder. It's the only thing that defends me against the thunder clouds that gather under my ceiling. It's such a blessing that it can do it without my help. Still, a firefly won't hide in a place like that. It will catch a cold and be unable to fly. Sorry. You don't want to check it? Why? I'm sure we won't find anything there. Are you serious? I look down, my school bag, worn down and silly, is almost screaming of its own uselessness. From another angle, it looks like a fully belly. Its contents are also regurgitating, decomposing, and turning into a sticky, mushy substance, like drugs. What a cool image! I need to remember this. Totally not cool, senseless, and cruel. You are there, but I don't care. Is it me you're laughing at? What? I'd never. After all, you're not my pet. I'm not going along with this nonsense anymore, got it? Got it. Hey, it wasn't on purpose this time. Tell me what you see inside the bag instead. Nothing special, mostly just all sorts of books. Taking out all the pens and notebooks out of there, and I'm not interested in nothing else. You used to go to school, didn't you? I did. Had a blast all the way. Are you sure you understood my question? Do you think everything in my life should be doom and gloom? Well, you're wrong. Alright. What did you like most there? Well, the rooms were really bright, not like at home. That's it? Don't rush me, let me remember. Well, the beds were also soft, and the food was nice. By the way, I attended all the classes. The others always skipped. They probably got told off so hard. I smiled gently, absorbed in the warm memories. You never graduated, though. Yeah. Do you remember your last day there? It was a normal day. Dad picked me up earlier than usual. He told me that I'm already too old for the school curriculum. I also realized that some time ago, the tasks were way too easy. Then we got into the car and I went home. Mom greeted us there, we had dinner, and went to our rooms. I guess that day was absolutely no special meaning for you. And what happened then? I don't remember. And does it even matter? Tell me about it again. Is your memory that bad? Yes, actually, as a matter of fact it is. Please! Oh, fine. That day, Dad picked me up from school earlier, explaining to me that I need to grow up. It's not like I could completely grasp what he meant. Either way, I didn't resist. We got into the car and went home. Mom greeted us there, we had dinner together, and went to our separate rooms. Satisfied? Yes. Good. Look at my bag again. Light pouring into my room through the window glints the metal parts, and there's also a shadow underneath it, which means it's real. Sadly. Whatever, I don't care anyway. I almost end up kicking the bag in a fit of sudden anger, but I managed to stop myself in the nick of time. If I move it even an inch, the whole picture will collapse and I'll go blind. It has already happened, countless times. What do you mean you'll go blind? I've spent months memorizing the location of every item in my room. That's why I can see them clearly and vividly. You won't get it. Look at your feet. I look down and see that small insect is crawling toward my bag. It's barely glowing, and it can even fly. I guess this firefly is really tired. I bend down to pick it up. The firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it, and then it flies up. There you go, boy. Good job. After doing a victory lap around my room, it flies toward me with high speed. I shut my eyes, anticipating the firefly to enter my ear. That's exactly what happens. After it gets inside, it buzzes for a little while, and then it goes silent. This one is kind of sad. I wonder why. Doesn't matter. What matters is that's no longer alone. Hold on, give me a second. What the? Sure, let's continue searching. What's that? 4. Finish searching? No, we're not finished here. Either that was 5 fireflies. We gotta still continue. How much? That's 1, 2, 3. Fuck it. Tilt my head backwards and almost fall over. The closet is hanging under the ceiling, at least 300 feet off the floor. Are you joking? Even though it's my room, not everything here is for me to use. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care at all. Like totally. And I'm definitely not worried. Not even the littlest bit. Not even a smidgen of the littlest bit. Not even for 1,000th of a percent. That's how much I don't care. Hey. Hey, I'm not even done telling you how much I don't care. From this moment on, I'm ignoring you. Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. Then act normal. No. How about that? Oh, never mind. Now it's 5 because I didn't realize we have these. Your usual notebook pages glued to the wall with duct tape. Numbers are drawn on them. It's the only kind of information I can take without trouble. Dosage and side effects? Yeah. I thought you know them by heart. Yeah. This is not your handwriting, isn't it? Of course it's not. Shaky, broken lines, ugly numbers. It's not writing. It's more like claw marks. Don't forget to thank your mom. I don't need your advice. My scream makes the page rustle restlessly. After a moment, a firefly appears from underneath one of them. After looking around like a business-like manner, it takes off into a business-like flight and ends up entering in my business-like ear. Hey, let's continue searching. You look tired. We're almost there, though. How much do we need? We just need... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh shit, I didn't even look at the trash bin right here. Let's look for the toothbrush. Turn my eyes towards an inconspicuous shelf near the mirror. There's a glass with a toothbrush sitting on it, and a small towel is hanging nearby. What a wonderful sight. My fireflies are smart and good. They would never get in there. They know about personal hygiene. Okay, look somewhere else then. Really? Fucking goddamn it. Alright. What about here? Look at the amount of pills and makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it. I don't. What's wrong? I've almost skipped my dose for today. How reckless. I could have died. Hey, calm down. You've already fixed it. You ultimately die anyway, so why worry? Are we in the afterlife? Calm down. You've already fixed it. Yes, because you ordered me to. Is that an accusation? This could have been much worse. Of course not. It was what saved me. Well, that's reasonable. I heave a deep sigh, come close and extend my hand. Wow, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lips, one of the bottles overturns. Pills rain down from, and along with them, a firefly. Hooray! After circling above my head a couple times, it finally lands in my palm. The firefly rushes up my arm and, upon reaching my shoulder, crawls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clear. This is my sleeping bag. It's soft and warm. I'm sure that no living creature would be able to resist the temptation to spend a minute or two inside. They'd want to dig deep into it within a couple of favorite items. Close their eyes and then... Hey, did you fall asleep? Aw, shit. Huh? Oh, okay. I gently slap my cheeks and return myself to senses. It's already way past midnight. Usually I'd be asleep in like log at this time. But right now, I can't. Let's continue searching. Maybe we'll find something inside? Nah, my thoughts don't have a feature of putting me to sleep. Quite the contrary, they always cause insomnia, just like tonight. What? I said searching here is meaningless. Trash bag. Trash. I get close to the waste bin and look inside it with curiosity. Pill packaging, notebook pages, and other garbage. Boring. There's nothing here. Indeed, no self-respecting firefly would hide in a heap of garbage. Can't disagree with you here. Ah, okay, whatever. Finish searching. How many did we find? Found all the fireflies. Amazing. Really? Did we actually? I guess. Uh-oh. I managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all. A zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right? Shouldn't think too much. It hurts you. I want to sleep. How about you get some fresh air before sleep? What do you mean? Well, go to the balcony, breathe some air. Somehow those words triggered a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. Alright, let's stay here. There's no way somebody cares about you that much. Just for a couple minutes, okay? Whoa. This looks trippy as hell. My apartment building looks like a bottomless cooking pot, but instead of soup, it has hundreds of concrete and metal boxes on its walls. There are lights on in the windows. Can't talk. There are muffled voices coming up from the inside. The howling wind spirals up and splits into hundreds of independent streams. It seems like it wants to be heard by every person living here. It must feel so lonely, living in an endless silence. Is that the eclipse? Your apartment building is pretty weird, isn't it? I could see the horizon from my window before, and the building grew for miles in both directions. I guess at some point it circled around and closed on itself. Nothing unusual about that. How do you feel? I definitely feel. Sometimes that's more than enough. Still, you're anxious, aren't you? Of course. Moreover, I'm completely terrified. Was it that obvious? You're looking in every direction, but not up. I've already told you, haven't I? About what? You know, small stuff. Can small stuff make you terrified? It's hard to explain. I climb up the metal railing and let my legs hang down. I sneak short glances at the abyss from time to time. It replies with angry, cold breath. That's how we interact, like old friends. Sometimes I feel like the whole world pretends to be crazy, as if it's trying to make me believe in something that doesn't exist. That's weird, isn't it? Yes, but at the same time, it makes me feel a little bit happy. Everything around me was created for my sake, to deceive, trick, confuse me. If that's true, I guess I'm not crazy myself after all. You believing in this is the definition of craziness. You're probably right. Another gust of wind blasts against the pot's walls, smashing the glass to dust and blowing away the concrete crust. I, on the other hand, feel a gentle breeze that only ruffles my hair. I'm cold. Let's go back inside. I return to my room. Thankfully, it hasn't changed one bit during the minutes I was outside. What are you going to do? Sleep. What's with the silly question? Going to sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous, like milk outside a bag of milk, and yet, you don't have to talk out loud. You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill. Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow. And never ever. So goodbye then? No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really small one. What is it? I've blurted out way too much today. A lot of stuff I want to forget forever. I don't blame you. But was it really necessary? You'll see it tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Fine, what's the favor? I nervously scratched my wrist and bite on my lower lip. I'm hungry! Give me McDonald's! Wait a minute, you're afraid to tell me? Yes. I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Stop, I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me. Bully. Not you. What's the favor? I'm curious myself. I guess you're not gonna tell me then. Crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with that at first. Of course I'll believe you. I know it was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down, and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and I always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places, bulging eyes with trembling, pale pupils. It was scary, you know. I'm already in 1 hour and 20 minutes, are you serious? Well, that's because I'm reading everything, okay? I think literally once I'm done reading everything, my first playthrough, okay? I'm gonna speedrun it. That's how fast I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna find 2 more endings after this, how about that? Then one day I almost died, okay? I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And then the silhouette's letters' eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well deserved, I guess? I felt like I was caught in the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouette's letters and eyes stayed here. I guess they like this place. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me, and I'm kind of scared for them. I'm scared of them. I can't even argue with them. But today, well, still too scared to tell them? Of course, they're still listening, you know. Use your hands. Alright. I start chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh. I was trying so hard here, don't you get it? They'll hear you. Relax, nobody can hear you. So what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly. But it's not. And meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Ah, shit, I didn't read it. Sorry. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. Everything is fine, don't you see? Not a terrible morning. I see it by the bag under your eyes, damn. Boo, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school would think. Well, it's not that I care too much. I just don't want to be branded a loser on my first day. Cheer up. There's nothing wrong with looking different. It's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Another terrible morning. Oh, shit. Why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others will think. Not that I care too much, I just don't want the branded loser on my face the first day. Hurry up. Yes, Mom. Oh, shit. What the fuck is happening? Oh, God. What's gonna be the next one? Okay. I'll rock it through your fucking face. Okay, that one's not that bad. I mean, that one... That's scary. No, that's scary. That's scary. Oh my god, no. I'd be shitting myself if I see this in my mirror. Nah. Nah. I would instantly fucking elbow behind just to fucking swarm myself around. How many... Are these like the different endings or something? Oh. Jesus, man. Spider eyes. How many is... How many is here? What the fuck? Okay. You just not being able to see your face. That's just like vampire shit. You just don't have eyes. Good morning. Okay, well this is different. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, it was different. I think it was different actually. I'm just... Oh. What the fuck? What was that, man? Oh my god. What a crazy experience. Wow. But that is just the first of one many endings. You said 5, right? 5 endings. A special thanks to these people. Well, we can't continue. Anyways, new game. Hey, long time no see. Hasn't even been an hour, dummy. You know, we're only supposed to meet once per day, right? Why does your voice sound so grim? Naturally, I've read the manual. Judging by the pictures, the overdose side effects are the usual headaches, dizziness, exhaustion. Basically, nothing I can't handle by myself. After all, now I know how to do it. You didn't reply. Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit? No. Well then, I'm not happy either. You need to go to bed. No, you've been in control for way too long already. Now it's my turn, alright? I'll just stay silent about that. You can't do that, you need... Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. Actually, why am I even worried about this? I don't need you at all. I'm so energetic. I think I chose what made you so happy all of a sudden. I think I'm gonna go. I'm all beside myself. By the way, you're the one that's useless and pathetic. Try ruining my room, so you're the one calling the shots now? Yeah, well, let's see how long you can last. We'll see, yeah. Feel better, but my head's splitting apart now. What did I choose? How do you feel? You're mocking me, right? I'm obligated to ask you that at least a couple of times per session. Session, huh? You don't like that word? I'm fine. No, you're not. Don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control and I was ready to. Undoubtedly, whatever it was her decision. Undoubtedly. And there's a good side to it. Moreover, it's dangerous. I know. And you keep pushing me. Then why did you do that? Fight on my own. It's true, the pain subsided a bit at the time. It was so bad. You know what to do. Just drink your medicine already or I'll stop talking to you. No, don't abandon me. You still haven't changed. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone, this worries you. Now the swirl is not behind her. There was a swirl here. The first run of this. There was like something here. Now it's not there. Even if the ceiling is bound to collapse, it won't be today. I think it was that. No, I think I chose the second one. Can you stay silent, please? I need to get my thoughts in order. I said swirl. I said swirl. I didn't say squirrel, dog. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know better than anyone else. That's the thing. That's the thing. I have no idea. This is weird. Will you tell me? I was not expecting that. I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They are so itchy. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? My eyes are itchy. Did he bring milk? Did you drink milk? I wonder if I tear all my eyelashes, one after another, my eyes will stop being itchy. Oh. What have you done? I need to gather the glass. And then I need to have a bath. And then drink some milk. Death! I stand in the middle of the room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. I think I just experienced death. I don't know how any other way to explain what happened. Well, that was surely something. Will you tell me or not? About what? Let's look for the fireflies instead. You're acting weird. Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had a bad one before. I need to gather my thoughts quickly before I go to bed. And my thoughts are hiding me. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. You've already proven you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? Come on, don't be so boring. I was just teasing you. You don't have to bear the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision too. Got a mirror room. There's smoke coming from your clothes. One down, let's look for the others. Yeah. Trying to get through half an hour. Forget it. Do you see the fireflies? Continue searching them. Maybe these have to be in order in a specific time. Let's see over here. What if? No. Put down school bag from another angle. Totally not cool. Totally not cool. Tell me what you see inside the bag instead. Nothing special. You used to go to school, didn't you? Guess that day was absolutely no special meaning for you. Oh wait, hold on. What if I just keep telling her to do it again? Tell me about it again. Dad dragged me out of the school building while I was scratching and biting. The teachers didn't interfere, as it was ordinary for them. Who knows what the little brat has done. Then he pushed me into the car and we drove home into complete silence. Mom greeted us there, we had dinner together and went to our separate rooms. No, you'll tell me again. Oh shit. Dad bought milk on our way home. Again. I hate milk so much. Mom was not home. Again. I hate Mom so much. What happened next? Suddenly I feel someone's eyes on the back of on my back. Someone's eyes on my back. Knowing that these moments should never ever be ignored, I turn around. But there's nothing there. What happened next? Everything that happened next had been after something that led everything that happened after it had happened. Look at my bag again, light pouring into the room through the window glints on the metal parts. There's also a shadow underneath it, which means it's real. Sad. Whatever, I don't care anyways. You're blind. Look at your feet. The laptop. Why? Wonderful. Tell me about it. I insist. You'll end up returning to the subject anyway. On one wonderful day, someone digs you up from your hamster house and brings you to a pet store. Now, your new home is a cage. It's way more comfortable and warm compared to the underground. And the most important part, you have a lot of neighbors here. The cages are identical to yours, and the other hamsters look identical to you too. That means you're all the same. Apart from the fact that they were born at the shop, you'll ask, what does that indicate? And I'll tell you, nothing at all. Forgot what I was talking about. Gosh. Let's start over. This time, try to avoid stupid hamster analogies. You know I'm not at fault here, so. I know lots of friends online. Tens, hundreds of them. Impossible to count. Is it impossible though? I had exactly 317 of them. Although I guess nobody counts the exact number of hamsters when they walk into the pet shop. Don't get distracted. Right. From my 317 friends, 68 were into gaming, just like me. 130 of them liked drawing, just like me. The remaining 119 were into calculators and 3D modeling equally. And when I say equally, I don't mean 59 and a half friends on each side. Alright? You can split numbers evenly, no problem, but math doesn't work like that when it comes to friends. A major conundrum, alright? Headache almost passing out of humor. Get to the point. I knew, of course, that no real people exist on the web. I also understood that all my friends die on the moment I turn off my laptop. But I still wasn't even a bit worried. Why? Do you know what computer programs consist of? It's just a combination of numbers. Which means my friends are also numbers. Isn't that amusing? Not really. What do you call them, your friends? I mean, everyone who shares my interests is my friend. I don't care whether they know about my existence or not. Anyways, I was saying, as I was saying, every program has its own algorithm and purpose, its mathematical formula. And if you solve that formula, you'll be able to predict the program's behavior at any moment. The longer you speak, the less you follow. You don't need to follow me around, just listen. I sit on the floor and the laptop screen ends up right in front of me. The only thing reflected in it is my dim face. A web person is just a random picture and a random string of letters, words and actions from the web or web person are just executable code. Hey, let me know if you need a break. One day someone appeared. From that point on, my laptop was always on. There are no real people on the web, but he was good at pretending. At some moment I let him trick me. Look, huh? Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it, gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while. Hands in my ear, continue searching. What about your story? You must be mad at me for interrupting you, I'm sorry. If you do everything right, I'll finish my story. Maybe. Do you promise? Promise. And if you forget, then remind me with a code word, for example. What code word? I'll think of one later. For now, let's keep searching for my fireflies. Okay. Code word. 317 friends, I think she said. Why? Sounds silly, but I feel like someone's watching me. Alright, let's stay here. Or there's no way somebody cares about you that much. Finna in my system. You call the shots, miss. Stay? Alright, we're staying. Yeah. What are you gonna do? What's with the silly questions? End up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. I wake up on a wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly lit alley. An awfully familiar road. Where could I have seen it? Finally. I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face. You're late. Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment. We're not going anywhere like this. Try again. And takes a very deep breath. You are late. I stare at him confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry? The boy nods, satisfied. See? Much better. You have your name? My name's Tresca. Give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young, yet already coming at me with questions like that. None of your business. Besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here? Hey, that's rude. It's not like there's somebody else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know, for one. About what? You're obligated to escort me to the store. Oh, Tresca says that and strikes a victory pose. No way I'm doing that. You do understand that refusal is futile. Oh, aren't you full of yourself? I'm serious. I'm not the one who decided that. Do you think I'm delighted with your company? He's weird, constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, silence. He's a wacko, and his name is stupid. Are we going to what? You can go, and I need to think. I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Tresca puts a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest with you, I don't like you. He simply bursts out laughing and replies. I do like you though. Then he grabs my hand without hesitation. I don't even have time to retort. Lead the way. Such a shit name, even she confirms. Our trip to the store went fine, if not for the fact that Tresca was walking way faster than me. And on the other hand, at times he stopped abruptly and went backwards, studying the ground underneath his feet. In the end, the trip took longer than it should. "20 MNHYT. After reaching the store's door, we're greeted by a sign. We're closing in 20 minutes. Oh, okay, well, that makes a bright idea to indicate their working hours in this way. Probably have a special staff for this. Someone who runs to change the sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient. Are you joking? Yeah. You're so annoying. It's much better than being boring. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. And what's her name? And none of your business. I was ready to slap the living hell out of the brat, but a scary-looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. He's holding a cardboard sign that says we're closing in 15 minutes. Let's go. What are you waiting for? Oh yeah. After another round of going across the long row of canned products, we realized that we're lost. Oh shit. Can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe we should ask someone for directions? Sure. Hey, wait up. Tresco lets go of my hand and walks confidently toward one of the few store's customers. The person is standing The person is standing with their back to us, staring with something on the shelf. Hello, Can't hear neither the second part of this question, nor the reply he gets. But my good-for-nothing friend freezes in place, looking the customer straight in the eye. I hurry toward them. Is he yours? Customer talks to me, speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. If he's yours, please get him away from me. Yes, I'm sorry. I grab Tresca's hand and lead him away. He's still looking at the customer, his mouth ajar and his eyes pop. He's also shaking. Only when we turn around the corner, Tresca calms down. What was that? I got scared. He said what? No, not again. Suddenly, Tresca starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning. He's crying. Can you act normal? You don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. There's something you don't understand, it seems. You're mean. Who, me? Tresca pushes me away and runs off. Drat. At the edge of my vision, I see the store staff hanging a new sign at the door. 10 minutes? 5 minutes? There you are. Meet Tresca at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was. Hey you, move. I hear an angry voice coming from the other side of a long queue that has formed after Tresca. I squeeze through toward him. What happened? The boy doesn't respond. He just looks at his feet and sniffs. Cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is it yours? Yes. Just leave him home next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Yes, of course. And the waiting fee. What? I always forget how to read. Shut up. You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. Jessica starts giggling all of a sudden. And for the fact that your son is so but you heard me. You know what? In a fit of rage, I throw a banknote to the cashier of much higher value than needed, even counting in all the stupid fees, then grab a bag of milk and turn around on my heels. We're leaving, Tresca. We spend the whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right toward a gas station. There, Tresca finally breaks the silence. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. Look at the boy's face. A light flicker in his eyes for a brief moment, and then goes out. You know, he turns away from the path and walks straight toward the highway with determination. Stare at his back, confused. Is he gonna get run over? It seems like you're not helping me at all. A new playful light flickers in Tresca's eyes. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh, this game is so trippy. We gotta find the next one though. We gotta find the next ending. No, shit, did I already do this? ultimately die anyway, so why worry? Calm down. You already fixed that, right? Okay, go to the balcony, get some fresh air. What if we do this again? Go to the balcony. You were the one who to. You were the one to remember your promise. You don't need a code word anymore. I don't like when this happens. I want to remember certain things only when I want to. Nonetheless, you made that promise, and I'll keep it. But you need to keep in mind that from this moment on, every word will bring you pain. I've been down to imagine falling into the abyss. I have exactly 2 minutes before I meet my end. I had a friend online, my best friend, even though the combination of letters he used instead of his name wasn't that cool. And the combination of pixels he had instead of his photo was also boring and unattractive. So strange and wrong, breaking the rules of being online. Why was he doing that? Maybe his code was a few lines short? Before I get what you mean. I could tell you about those rules. Can't find them anywhere, but I'm smart so I can figure them out myself. Although, I'm not sure if I should divulge them. Why? When I try to say what I think out loud, I tend to make mistakes. If I make just a single one, everything that comes after contradicts my thoughts. And I end up in the opposite position. And I don't want that. According to that logic, it'd be better for you to keep your mouth shut forever. Yeah, that's my dream. Keep my mouth shut, never get up from bed, never see or hear anything. Just dream on and on. Oh, why is everything so terrible? Don't get distracted. What was your friend? What was that about your friend? My friend? He was brazen enough to gather your thoughts. He somehow made me believe that he was real. He kept describing someone else's life to me in detail, as if it was him. And he expected me to do the same. And that I told him everything about myself, without hiding a single thing. I grit my teeth, the wind whips my face without mercy. It slices my skin into uneven stripes, as if it's a piece of thin cloth. He knew more about me than anybody else in the world. And nobody did. Sending an army of bots to harass me was probably fun. What's most important, it was a win-win situation. They spawned here and there, simple bits of code that are effortless to run. No wonder the algorithm reassigns the pattern more often than others from the list. Text and video generators get to work at the same time. My name surfaces on the web more and more. It's unbearable. Unbearable. I'm around every corner, every balcony, ceiling, attic, wall. I always feel many pairs of watchful eyes directed at me. And now they watch me from the screens too. But I'll put an end to it. I've decided for a long time now. Though maybe I only decided that only My body finally crashes into the ground, smashing it to a million tiny pieces, like porcelain. It's my second death for today already. I'm cold. Let's go back inside. There's gotta be something. There's gotta be something. I'm gonna have to look at the spoilers, man. I don't know about the other three chief. There's gotta be something with that small object that I got, but I just don't know what to do with it, honestly. I think there's a route that I gotta do, maybe when with the strangle scene. Cause so there's this guide from Danko. 100% walk through all achievements. I'm only missing 3. We're gonna do this one. I think I already said it. So what I gotta do is no first death scene, laptop with story, pills bag, no, and then jump from balcony. We're gonna save game here. Oh no, we can't choose this one. We can't choose this one. So no first death scene. With story. Oh. There's a laptop with story, pills, then bag, then no. Bag. No. Oh god, okay. There we go. I wake up lying in the cold floor of the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls and a single door. I can hear muffled sounds coming from the other side of it. Scary sounds. I hug my knees and wrap myself in my sweater like it's a blanket. It's no use. I'm chilled to the bone. The room is pretty spacious, but I still can't shake the feeling that I'm trapped inside of a suffocating casket. And the faint blue glow that sneaks in through the keyhole only adds to that feeling. Do I want to know what's outside? As if on cue, an inhuman roar comes from the other side of the door. It becomes louder and louder, more and more distinct with every passing second. It somebody or something is getting closer. I curl into a ball, trying to make up as little space as possible. Maybe I become invisible or become smaller in some miraculous way. In the meantime, I howl. Oh, the howl becomes unbearably loud, but only for a moment. Then it sheepishly backs off until I can't hear it anymore. Finally decide to stand up. After I do that, I hear another strange sound. It's coming from right above me now. Ceiling moves upwards, squeaking. Small debris is falling on my head. I squint a little, then raise my hand trying to touch the ceiling, but it suddenly starts to rise quicker and it instantly disappears into the darkness. I'm not in a casket anymore. Well, it wasn't exactly a casket now. It was well in the form of a casket. The room becomes dark and colder. I'll have to do something at some point. Hours pass. I frantically run from the wall to another, deliriously. The walls run away from me, making the already spacious room even bigger. In the end, I stand amidst endless darkness, and the only door is watching me with its side. I kept purposefully avoiding it. I could sometimes hear horrifying rustlings and howls on the outside. However, I don't even have a chance anymore. I slowly come up to the door and reach out toward it. As expected, the door also moves away from me. I continue to move forward with my hands stretched out. I don't want to lose the only source of light in this pitch black darkness. At some point I get tired of sneaking up on the door like it's some wild animal, so I lunge at it, trying to grab the handle. However, at the last moment, the door wheezes away and I fall into the cold floor, unable to keep my balance. It hurts. Stupid door, stupid nasty cursed door. I hate you. I hate you. I scream at the top of my lungs. I finally let out all the despair that I had bottled up. I slowly realized how horrible the situation I ended up in was. I don't stop screaming for a moment, because I'm scared to end up in complete silence. If the reality around me disappears, my twisted imagination will take over. And the realest thing I have right now is my voice. Yeah, I can hear you. A voice coming from the other side of the door. I'm here, come closer. I scream thrice as hard as before. I scream until my throat hurts, until my ears start buzzing. My biggest wish right now is to keep it touching that person, whoever you are. Where are you? I rush toward the door, stumbling on the way. I keep running for a minute, for 10 minutes, but the door isn't even an inch closer. At the same time, the distance between us hasn't grown either, which means I'm matching in speed. I just need to take one final push. I just need to make one final push. I gather the last bit of strength I have and push my legs off the ground. The jump feels like an eternity. I stretch out my hand, almost touching the scratchy wood. And that face first into the ground with ridiculous speed. I slide at least 30 more feet from that thanks to inertia, leaving behind a bloody trail. My hand is still outstretched, trying to grab the empty space. Yelling. Tears stream down my face, making the numerous scratches burn. Trying to wipe them, but I scream and yank my head away from the moment I touch my face. My lips and nose are now a mushy mess. Somebody help. The other side of the door is completely silent. The silence reigns for an excruciating long time. However, at some point that silent torture ends. Hey, I can see you. I try to reply, but stifled whimpers came out of my throat instead of words. You hurt? Yes. I stand up from my knees despite continuing to cry. I take a couple deep breaths and start running again. I keep running for hours. I feel like the door is close to me by an inch or two. I almost let myself stop for a rest at that thought. I can't rest. I'll catch up to it sooner or later. The voice from the other side of the door keeps asking me how I feel. I let out a heavy, ragged breaths in reply. I'll from exhaustion if I utter even a single word. Still, I'm thankful to them and don't want them to become silent. After another hour passes, I barely scratch the handle with my nails. I'm almost there. I'm so scared. Why aren't you doing anything? Why are they doing this to me? Don't they understand how painful this is for me? Almost there? You're scaring me. Go away. Rage fills my brain. I ignore the pain in my bones and channel all my strength into one final jump. Go away. I firmly grasp the handle and open the door. Blinding light hits my eyes. I lose the ground beneath my feet and start falling. I'm lying face down in grass. I smell water, earth, and dampness of the night. And grass, of course. The wind tickles the back of my head. It howls and jumps around restlessly. Lying down like this is unpleasant and rude when nature is so alive around me with sound sand. I'm pretty sure colors too. I stand up full of anticipation. I see an endless field, a clear sky without a single star, and a pale moon somewhere very, very far away. I shake my head and try to focus my eyes on anything, but to no avail. My surroundings are just too vast. I feel dizzy. Bam! I'm lying into the thick, wet grass again, but this time I'm looking at the darkness of a night sky instead of just darkness. Is there any real difference though? The wind howls, it's clearly upset, but what can I do about it? I hear an indiscernible echo coming from far away. A wolf or someone else. Does it even matter? I'm in the grass, nobody can see me. The echo draws closer and closer. At some point I realize that it's not a wolf. I jump up and start turning my head in panic. Where's that sound coming from? I haven't said that out loud, but got instant reply. Hey, I can hear you. My voice runs across the field, mixing it with the rustle of the grass and the howls and the wind of the wind. It feels like it's about to get absorbed by them. But hey, where are you? Can't understand where should I run to if I should run out. Somebody clearly wants me to find and help them. Maybe they're hurt. The grass tickles my heels and while I drag my feet on the direction where I think the sound is coming from. It's just there's not a single tree or stone around. Only an endless wide field. I hear a resounding, painful scream. I shut my eyes and cover my ears. I suddenly feel scared. The screams turn into a cry. I carefully raise my head and still sacred to death. Somewhere very far away, among the thick grass, I spot a silhouette. Just a small black spot, but hey, I can see you. The silhouette doesn't move, but the sound is definitely coming from this direction. No, it's not a scream, more like a whisper of wheeze. Are you hurt? No reaction again, just muffled sounds. It's repeating its cycle. That's what I'm getting at. It's kind of repeating its cycle from the doors when they couldn't get through the door. Maybe it's the wind going mad, and the black spot is just another stone or tree. I walk away disappointed. 100 steps, 200 steps. Then I turn around and surprisingly the spot hasn't become small. I start jogging. The grass is no longer tickling me. It's whipping my ankles, leaving cuts. Feeling the feeling of panic and unexplainable dread grow inside me. Stone and tree, why the hell is this field endless? I don't turn around anymore. I know that it's chasing me. Chasing me. The sounds reaching my ears become even stranger, louder, and more distinct. The wind is bullying me too, huh? Isn't that right? That's the case, right? Finally, I stop. I ran out of breath. I'm at the brink of dying. At least I think so. A horrifying voice is coming right behind me. I turn around instinctively, and for some reason, try to shield my face, but end up losing balance and falling to the ground. The grass replies with a nasty, cackling rustle. I've had enough. I spring up. The silhouette is still there, at the same distance as before. Standing there, without moving an inch. I'm scared here, you know. I want you to do anything. Silhouette trembles and then starts slowly gliding toward me, followed by new sound and wheezes, moans. Fear shackles me. I can only stand and watch the approaching black spot. My lips are parched. I speak in a voice I don't recognize. You're scaring me. Go away. After that, the spot expands rapidly and in the blink of an eye, most of the sky in the field is consumed by this thick, cold darkness. Paralysis finally lets my body go and I immediately sprint away. I run so fast that the grass turns into a dark green mush under my feet. I slip up, fall, or run again. No. No, go away. An unknown force turns my head with a crunching sound and the darkness consumes everything. I wake up in the cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls. Damn. Shit. Code, no first scene. No No first death scene, laptop without story, pills no, without back. I wake up and immediately almost lose consciousness from horror. A thin metal stairway snakes around a giant column, disappearing into the darkness. I press myself into the cold wall and pray that I freeze into it. This feeling, I know I've spent a couple hours or days here, but I don't know how high the column is. I don't know whether I'm going up or down. A billion pounds of concrete and a million miles of emptiness. It's impossible to stay sane when you're near cosmic numbers like that, looking at them, touching them. Even thinking of them makes me feel unimaginable horror. It's just a matter of time before a short term here will end. My mind will melt and my body will turn into dust. The wall's coarse surface scratches my face. The steps under my feet hum from the wind, eager to escape the concrete's clutches and dive into the abyss along with me. But I'll stay here. I'll stay here without going anywhere. I won't even open my mouth. My every word will be swallowed by the abyss. Fuck! Take fine abrupt. God damn it. Many units of time pass, but I'm still unmoving. My whole body is trembling, but then I realize it's the whole space around me that is trembling. Can't wait to destroy me. Maybe I should gather my will and at least turn my head. That thought doesn't stay in my head for long. It's torn out with inhuman force, unaware of what's about to happen. I slowly turn my whole body with a squeak. No, this is not what I wanted. No. Amongst the silence sings a lonely colossus unmoving. Until the music stops, the bridge across the dark abyss cannot be seen. Oppressive, thick, sticky air drives itself into my ears, silencing my thoughts with a half-feathered string of words while I watch the scene before me unfold. Hundreds of giant concrete structures, just like mine, spread in tiny rows, endlessly in all directions. Stairways wrap around them like vines. There, at the end of this world, there's a person smiling. This world still exists, but all that makes it both exist and not. Try to erect the mind block, but to no avail. My brain is already at the mercy of the super creature. A moment passes, and I realize that my body doesn't belong to me either anymore. My legs start moving on their own, and the only thing I can do is choose the direction up, down, or... The crowd notices blood on Wozzeck's hands. He runs away. Mendel appears. He has nothing human about him, apart from his excessive grace and hidden elegance. He walks out the center of the stage. First act begins. Foreign thoughts becomes even more incoherent. There's less space for my own. There's less and less space for my own. Do you feel the connection to your body clearly, or does it still cause confusion and fear? If you've been living through that fear a lot recently, how did it manifest exactly? Answer honestly. Don't hide anything. I decided to descend. You can have a sneaking suspicion that something is wrong, because your path has changed. Maybe you started talking in the wrong way or made some sort of mistake. If so, start getting used to your new life. Try creating imagery that would instill the feeling that everything is as it should be, and with time, it will create a new order inside you. I don't doubt that you're going through some hard times, but you have to make sacrifices. Grow up. Only then you'll be able to attain the meaning of life. Do you get it? Try that if you find it important. Every passing day is a precious gift. If you share a piece of that gift with the world even once, it'll seem like a space of dust. Do you get it? No, I'm sorry. I won't get there then. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Yes, even you get it. Notice how people look at themselves up in the mirror. When you look at your own reflection and realize that it exists in reality, do you understand how exactly it exists? Oh, money. God damn, what's up, Salmon? This one, are we friends? So no first death scene, laptop without story, pills no, dead green on shelf, which is the pan's secret collectible, and then without back. I mean, this game, it shouldn't have really taken me like this long to like at least try and find all endings. You know, 5 hours really. It's pretty embarrassing. Hello, thank you for choosing our pizzeria. You know, this place is so empty, though I don't feel particularly good or bad because of it. I'm all alone, but at the same time it feels like I'm not. There's a lot of thoughts in my head. They always keep me entertained. I could create a whole world with them. I'm sure it'll be able to fill the void around me if I try hard enough. Although, no matter how much I think, my surroundings don't change. Yes, things happen in my head, but they never left its premises. And it's not like I try to suppress them. Maybe they were too afraid to come out. What kind of pizza would you like to order? Anyways, there's so much space in my head that it could be put to good use. So every thought would make a senseless and merciless circle in my head, destined to go back to where it started. But there should be an end somewhere. You can't wander around forever. What do you think? I know it sounds scary, but it's not scarier than consistently existing among the void. This place is safe, and nothing bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen either, though. Please note that we have a special offer right now. 3 pizzas for the price of 2. Yeah, there's probably nothing good in having the same thoughts over and over. What's the point of having them anyway? I could have escaped here. I could have escaped from here, but I feel like my thoughts aren't helping me at all. Is she gonna get run over? They should be ashamed. Probably. It's nobody's fault that I can't even see a door here. I would have had it easier with one. Try to find it. Turned out to be a waste of time. No matter where I look, it's not looking good, pun not intended. And that strips of me of the last bit of hope for salvation. We also have a discount program for new customers. You can learn more about it on our account page. Don't you think that me being here is also a waste of time? What's the point in that? You can just keep thinking, and even then, my thoughts are as meaningless and empty as everything else. Does it mean that I'm not feeling the void, but I'm a part of it? Or why should I feel anything? Why should I know that I exist? Although I'm not even sure about that. This place is always neither warm nor cold. It's neutral. But at the same time, if I think about warmth, I feel warm. Maybe this world corresponds to my thoughts. I wouldn't want to admit that I'm completely empty. I'm not the reason for everything. I'm not the reason everything had disappeared, right? Can I just adapt and get used to having nothing around me since I can't do anything about it? Are you ready to make your order? Yeah, that's right. I shouldn't care. It's empty here and it makes me feel neither good nor bad. I'm all alone, but at the same time it feels like I'm not. There are a lot of thoughts in my head that always keep me entertained. I can create a whole new world with them. This place is safe and nothing bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen either, though. Me being here is a waste of time. I don't feel the void. I'm a part of it. This strips me of the last bit of hope for salvation. I shouldn't care. It's empty here, and it makes me feel neither good nor bad. It's nobody's fault that I can't even see a door here. What's the point of having one? I feel like nobody is helping me. They should feel ashamed. I wouldn't want to admit it, but I'm all alone here. Can't do anything about it. Please note that we have a special offer right now. 4 pizzas for the price of 2. I don't care that this place is empty here. I feel neither good nor bad. I'm all alone. My head is full of thoughts. They eclipse the world around me. Space is pretty cramped, but at least it's safe. Even though I'll never feel good here. Does that mean that existing is a waste of time? I need to decide, and my thoughts will help me. They'll lead me to the exit, and I'll be able to feel proud of myself. I'll be able to save myself. At the same time, I don't really care anymore. This place is empty, but it makes me feel neither good nor bad. I'm alone, but my head is full of thoughts. A whole world, one might say. If I try hard enough, it'll be able to fill the void around me. Still, no matter how much I keep thinking, my surroundings don't change. Yes, something happened outside my head, but what was it? There's not enough space for my thoughts. So we're filled with something else. Even if there's nothing around me, I'm still here. My head is full of thoughts. If I try hard enough. So the world isn't empty after all. Can't see anything. I should get right over. Session timeout. Please reload the page. And that's all she wrote. We're done. We're done. We're done. Oh, damn. Definitely was not expecting that. Now my head hurts. Yeah, good game. Makes you really think of life. But yeah. It's gonna be it for today on YouTube. Have a good day. Have a good night from wherever you are. And yeah. Take care of yourselves, alright?